Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode today on my channel. And today we're talking about the web app, okay? Obviously tips and trading tips for you guys. Obviously the web app's been out for a couple of days now. I believe it's been out for 3-4 days. Obviously the web app's been out. Obviously you can't be adding FIFA points in. You can only do some SBCs. And a lot of it is untradeable this year regarding the advanced SBCs. So what tips are there? What skills are there? And there's a reason why I didn't bring this video out a couple of days before, because there is no secret miracle work to it. Unfortunately, you buy a player for a set price one day and hope he sells for another price. So I've got a couple of cards here, guys, that were literally my go-to. A couple of guys, like for example, Sterling and Sane are all packed. So we're not really going to touch on those. How I managed to get about 45k. We're going to touch on some more of these players. So as you can see here, Ibra, I was picking Ibra up for around about 700 coins. Obviously, start price 850. He was in some of the SBC solutions at times, so obviously I picked him up for 1,100. He sold. I bought a lot of Locatellis. I think I bought about 10 in total for around about 650. As you can see here, 800, 650, 800, 800. So they didn't really sell that crazy. This was probably my worst investment. Forsberg. I bought 2 Forsbergs just for like 650 coins. I know it's profit, obviously 750, it's 850, but obviously for me, I want to be making, every time I do transfer a lot of trades, I want to make 5-6k. Here I'm only making sort of 100 coins, if that, after tax. A couple of good ones here. Fred, I picked up from Trader SBC, so that was a nice bit of influx of coins. This guy I picked up for 700 coins. I believe I picked 2 up. I left one in the club and bought another one up, so it's 1,100. Obviously, some of this is stuff that I've just obviously packed along the way. But obviously, all these non-rares here, I was looking at high-rated, good leagues, good nationalities. So this guy, and this guy, I was picking them up for sort of 3 to 350 coins. And as you can see here, I'm doubling it here with 650, 650, and a nice 500. After a couple of Prem players, normally the wingers and the defenders, picked up for about 300 coins off of 400. So obviously, as you know, that isn't a bunch of sale. Like even this guy here, I thought there's obviously a triple link you can make with the Southampton centre back goalkeeper. I bought for 300. He literally sells for 300. So, and then it's just the odd bits that I've obviously got from SBCs and packs. A couple of silvers I did dive into in terms of just sniping, rare silvers, depending on the leagues. And obviously I traded a bit with this guy, as you can see here. I needed him for an SBC. He was in an SBC solution. I picked him up for about 400 coins. And then a guy behind me listed, about another 3 or 4. So I bought them all for 200 coins each. Obviously 450, 350, 300, 300. So it is tiny profit. So what's that? 250, 150 makes 400, 500, 600. So that's 600 coins without tax. 10% of tax, 60. What? So in 1, 2, 3, 4, in 4 cards, I mean, I've gained 500 coins, so it's not really ideal. Obviously, trading this year on the web app alone is so stressful in terms of there is no secret way to do it. A lot of people buy a player in their primary position or secondary position, whack an untradeable modifier on them they've got in the club, and then obviously it changes it and makes it a bit more expensive. Like for example, Werner, you can buy Werner as a striker. When I was looking, he was about 5.5k, but for a left wing version, it was about 8k. So you could buy the one that you get, and obviously add the modifier in that you probably got from some untradeable packs, and you'll move them across. But here, a bit of bronze trading, because obviously I was trying to do some SBCs, but these are some of the guys that aren't selling. In terms of PK, obviously he's a fixed price. Bauman's a fixed price. Surprised Leno's not selling, as you can see. I picked him up for about 800 coins. So yeah, that's what he's selling for. Now, this guy I thought was a good buy, 85. But obviously he's a right wing back, so if you convert him to a right back, he probably sells for a bit more. But he's knocking around for about 750 coins. Same with Roussillon again. I bought about 10 of these. So as you see here, he's selling for 950 coins. And obviously mine couldn't sell for that. So yeah, you got to be tricky. Some players sell it sometimes, some players don't. I just need to rifle through it in a bit. Obviously, this is not what's not selling. Some contracts, so the contract glitch is probably over by now. A couple of other bronzes. So like I said, this has allowed me to sort of trade and get to a point where I made about 45k. Sell them one, yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I made about 45k, and obviously everything that you're going to see is either pack pulled or pre-owned. So obviously Richarlison, from a 2-player pack, I believe it was the early sort of SBC. I packed this Richarlison and an Inform, so I discarded the Inform. Obviously gave me 10k. I did pick up a Werner for 5.7. As you can see now, he's gone up by 1,000 coins. I did do Brozovic. I thought this was way too cheap for an 86 rated card. And as you can see, it's a slight movement. Hummels has got untradeable. Let's go on my sub bench. Firmino's untradeable. Chesney was actually untradeable. Mertens untradeable. So I haven't done too bad on the untradeable front. I did do a couple of 2-player SBCs. Marco Asensio, untradeable. Mendy's tradable, 4.5k. I start for 4,800 coins. I started making a starter team, and then I realised it's probably not worth it because a lot of the prices are a bit cheap. So as you can see here, you're probably looking for about 6.5k. So I made 2k on Mendy since I bought him a couple of days ago. Aubameyang, I wanted to start with this year because I feel like this is going to be a card that's going to fly up. He's about 14k, I believe, last looking, and then obviously the top boy himself is Haaland. I had 30k, he was 35. I went to sleep, I woke up, I tried to trade majority of the day. It took me all day pretty much, like a good 6-7 lots of listing to make about the 8k that I needed. And then obviously marquee matchups came out, and then he flew because obviously there was a bit more supply on the market. So at the moment we're looking at anywhere sort of 53, I think Haaland is at the moment. So he's about 10k more than obviously what I bought him for. Obviously he's going to be a starting striker for me. I know it's not really starting striker territory. It's not really who I wanted to have as well. I wanted Lewandowski instead this year. I wanted Lewandowski, Rafinha, and that Kessie as a diamond 3. But at the moment, I believe they're quite expensive. And I thought over time, what's more likely going to go up, Haaland or these guys? So Kessie, I think, is about 15k at the moment. And then I wanted Lewa, which was about 25 last time I was looking. And Rafinha was a bit more. So there you are, guys. That was just my sort of tips. Obviously, you can buy players. Obviously, what you want to do is buy players and sell them on with the lower. Tips for if you from Europe, like I am, I buy a lot of my cards later in the night, sort of midnight to 1, 2 a.m. just because it's a lot easier. There's not a lot more competition going on. But obviously, that's just personally me. Like I said, this isn't really a tip guide because it's not rocket science this year. Like at the moment, no one, like some of the creators are on the games. You can't do anything but buy and sell cards for demand. One thing I was doing a bit was trading with these position changes. They were about 3,000 coins when I was looking at it, but as you can see, with a bit of supply on the market, they have come down. But there you are, guys. That's my thoughts. There's my sort of web app experience. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.